Hi garden friends! Well, it's almost spring. Are you ready to go to the nursery with me today? Well, today I'm highlighting a nursery that specializes in native plant material from the beautiful Pacific Northwest. And if you're a beginning gardener, don't be alarmed because a lot of the potted plants are actually dormant. However, the display gardens actually show how these plants grow in nature. Oh, and at the end of this video, I'm going to show you what's popping in my garden today. So let's go take a look, shall we? This is Bosky Dell Nursery. It's a nursery for native plants in Oregon. So let's take a look around. It's a beautiful nursery full of trails, trees, and beautiful native plants. Now here's the main pathway going through, and they've got pots set up here and there. And going through here, wow. They've got showy milkweed. This is a spirea. It's a western spirea. You can really get a sense of how extraordinary some of these Oregon natives are. This is a very rustic nursery. Nevertheless, it's quaint and charming. I just love these old buildings here. And going through here, they've got this set up beautifully. Now, these are trilliums. This is called wake robin. And although this doesn't really seem like much, it certainly is. Now, this is called an Oregon native Easter lily and blooms in early spring, March through June. And it grows in the moist woods. And it's easy to establish in the garden if given shade in a rich woodsy soil. But it takes 7 years to produce its first blossom. That is wake robin, and that is definitely a woodland treasure of the Northwest. They have planted all of these as it would be in nature, really. Here's another one of their beautiful buildings that they have. It's very rustic. And some of their other plants are being displayed here as well. This is truly an experience when you come through this nursery. And as you can see, they've got a lot of plant material potted up that hasn't quite sprung up for spring yet. We're a little early in the game. But you can walk along these trails and you have a good idea about how these plants actually grow. Now this is an Oregon plum, and this is a native, as are all of these plants. But the way that they have this nursery set up, you get a good visual about how these plants actually grow in nature. Beautiful. And look at how they are growing. This is a wonderful way to display all of these ferns and other native plant material here. Looks like they've been busy. It's so nice to see this natural setting for native plants. I mean, you wouldn't even really know that this was a nursery. But look at all the work that they've done, potting up all of these native plants. And what a beautiful backdrop this is, to just experience the whole of this nursery. And back up in through here, as we're going on our nature trail, look at all these spectacular ferns. They have a variety of different ferns here. I know it's probably a little hard to see. They've got deer ferns, male ferns, sword ferns. Look at that beautiful. That's just how these ferns grow too. For the most part, they grow in shade. You've got these beautiful tree canopy. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. Gorgeous. Bosky Dell natives. Look at this spectacular red flowering currant. It's just starting to bloom, and it is a native plant here in Oregon. It's only a couple of years old, so it's really been doing great. This is a manzanita, and look at those precious little blooms on there. Gorgeous. I love this manzanita. It's probably the largest manzanita I have in my landscape. Well, last but not least, this is my beautiful Oregon grape. It is also known as a Mahonia, and it's also the state flower for Oregon. I hope this has given you some inspiration for your own garden. Please feel free to comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.